Uh, so wherever I went, that sucked. But that did give me an idea how to get out of here. Wish I could have taken that old equipment home with me.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I don't think that guy, what? Huh? Huh. Yeah, I'm just gonna back out of here. And leave? What was I saying? Oh, right. Getting out of here. Yeah, I don't think that guy knows everything. Clearly, he didn't. Clearly, he had no intent of trying to.
Stanley came to a
With that game?
doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew
He
it
didn't.
perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Like, he probably had intentions on that game. But in that extra room, he didn't know anything about it.
A work of
Or
art.
maybe it was a lost part of
To
programming.
get back to business, Stanley took the first.
So, I bet there has to be something that he didn't program. Because he didn't program every contingency.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens if I do something completely he didn't see. Going to the game room wouldn't work, though.
Perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Yeah,
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time.
So you say.
There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
Yeah, the person I've forgotten about, I finally remember. And I'm not a girl.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside.
But you're about to realize something very soon.
She's been waiting.
I can't believe I forgot about this.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What? Kind of weird that this is plugged in by a 3-pronged outlet. But, you know.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
Didn't plan for that, did you?
It wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Incorrectly, you say.
No.
Meaning you didn't plan for this.
Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
You finally figured it out, huh?
Can't believe
I'm not gonna fall for your brainwashing.
This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
Why don't you reveal your secret window?
Even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
What?
Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Oh crap, brainwashing.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Stephen has a choice. He could spend years
An ugly
helping
tie.
improve the quality of life for citizens of impoverished third world nations, Or he could systematically set fire to every orphan living in a 30-kilometer radius of his house. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
It's actually 2 o'clock. I'm not doing that.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy
That guy's
decision-making
dead.
process. Most medical professionals
The tie
recommend
makes
making
the
at least
tie
8
where it
choices
is what
per
make him
day.
automatically
Do
close
you
his
make
mouth.
more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside.
Yeah, that's the brainwashing
Your
talking.
instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
No thanks.
Ah, welcome back. You may
Huh.
have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago.
Please,
and
you're
see
begging
what the
me, huh?
correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Means everything's falling apart, huh? Looks like I found my way out of this game. And you had to do a quick fix and try to brainwash me some more. Come on. Just a little bit more, and I can leave. Wow. Even invisible walls, huh?
Now that we know your choices are
Damn it.
meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Uh-huh. You didn't plan on me doing all this, did you? Can't make it through. Oh. Seems I pissed you off. You're trying to save face.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
You know, this thing being $1.25 is still evil.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
How about I'm not Stanley?
No! Why did you do that?
Whoa.
Hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Whoa. Wow. The coding is looks like the more I break it, things might work. So it looks like I'm causing a paradox of some sort, right?
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe after everything we talked about that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why?
Well,
For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage?
I wouldn't be brainwashed anymore.
It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my...
Oh, wow.
I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? Do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Hey, I'm still here. Looks like you're not out of the woods yet, pal.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
Well, you trapped me here.
It would be funny. You just had to see. Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
Well, you should have asked someone else.
I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it?
Sounds like relationship problems.
You're a child.
Maybe that's why Stanley left you.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I'm still here, so I would choose the door on the right.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just
that was twice.
You'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No, I'm still here. Right.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly.
Rule of 3.
Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
So something should have changed here.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Hey, your boyfriend Stanley is gone. You're just trying to recreate him.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Unfortunately, I'm not Stanley.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life.
Huh, this is different.
Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind
Oh, right.
lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's Night Shark 115.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
Open the door. Would it still work?
Why would you have such a painting?
Find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
Nope.
He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Nope. Why would you have this? Why would you have this?
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Stanley doesn't speak.
I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Screw your story. Why do you have that kind of painting?
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But
Nope.
You know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect.
You're not getting it anymore.
Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to
You
take it
lost
seriously.
my respect.
If you didn't want to
And I'm pretty sure Stanley has the same mindset.
You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward.
Bye.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
Cry some more.